Erica Knisely, independent consultant with Arbonne International. So I'm going to show you all today how I make blueberry protein muffins. Our vegan, gluten-free protein is so versatile, and I love that you can include it in lots of different ways in your diet and your day, and not just in shakes. So it starts with 8 scoops of protein. The original recipe called for just our vanilla shake protein mix, but I like to do 4 scoops of that and then 4 scoops of our strict protein boost. It helps cut the carbs and the sugar in half, and the flavor is still great. So I have 4 scoops of vanilla in my bowl already. I'm just going to do 4 scoops of the protein boost. All right, and then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then we'll just mix, those are our dry ingredients, so we'll just mix all those together. I like to use a whisk. It helps keep this muffin mix really light and fluffy so you don't get this dense, heavy protein muffin. Okay, so then for our wet ingredients, we start with 1/4 cup of grapeseed oil. And then we need 1/2 cup of almond milk. And then 3 eggs. I just mix that all together in a measuring cup. And then to that, we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So we'll take our whisk, we'll mix all this together. And then we'll add this to our dry ingredients. Alright, we'll just whisk this up by hand until it's all incorporated. Alright, so we have the batter all mixed up. As you can see here, it's a very smooth consistency, but it's going to be thick. Alright, and so then from there, we will add our blueberries. Now the original recipe for this called for just 1/2 cup of blueberries. That is not enough for me because I like my blueberry muffins with all blueberries in them. So I use a big heaping cup. These are frozen. You can use fresh. I do when they're in season. Alright, and then we'll just mix all this together. Make sure we get the blueberries all incorporated. Alright. So I have prepped a muffin tin here. It makes 8 nice big muffins, which I love because when if you're keeping track of protein or macros, calories, things like that, you know that each muffin has about 10 grams of protein, which is fantastic. I also don't spray the pan. I use the muffin liners. I've tried just spraying the pan and they stick terribly, so don't do it. Use the tin liners. All right, so it's about 1/4 cup of batter for each one. And you might need to use a spoon to help you get it out because, like I said, it is really thick. And each muffin tin is going to be good and full, but don't worry, it's not going to bake all over the place. Alright, so we have our muffin tins all filled up. Now they're going to go in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes, but times and temps vary, so you want to play around with your oven. I also like mine slightly undercooked because I like them a little doughy and soft. So we'll see them when they're all done. Alright, so our muffins are out of the oven. As you can see, they're all very nice and golden brown. I'm going to pull one out here so you can see what the inside one looks like. This is very hot, so I'm going to use a fork. You can see they're just nice. You can see the steam rising off that. That's crazy. But they're cooked all the way through. Because I do like them just a little doughy, so I wouldn't insert a toothpick to test them, simply because if you let them cook completely through, they're going to be very, very dry. So I leave them just a little soft on top. They're perfect. They'll last in an airtight container on your counter for several days, in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. And my favorite way to do them is to actually put them in individual Ziploc baggies, because then I can grab them for a quick breakfast when I'm running out the door, or grab them to throw in my bag or my car for a healthy snack later. So enjoy. I encourage you to try using our chocolate protein, mix up what kinds of fruit you use, nuts, sky's the limit.